and welcome to another episode of Hard Factor. It is Thursday, April 29th, 2021, episode number 678 of Hard Factor. I'm Will. We got Mark, Pat, Wes, and Bubba producing. You guys ready for this Thursday?
Yeah.
I mean, it's second Friday, hashtag Fat Boy Summer. So Thursday, treat your Thursdays like a second Friday, extra Friday. Everybody, that's our gift to you every Thursday.
You know what Wes and I are doing tonight?
What's that?
Sitting third baseline at the Rangers games, thanks to Par. That's Pod Ad Reps. If you're in the podcast game and you're looking for someone to be your sponsor, like to get you sponsors, Pod Ad Reps. Best in the game.
Best in the game. Best at having seats at the Rangers games. Follow up. Watch the Yuri and PFT appearances on the show. If you missed those, they're both very excellent. Also, get your names for the tree the Hard Factor tree today, because the tree will be named on tomorrow's show live. So
cool. Is there like
you will never be
I wonder
able to
if there's like
get your name in again.
Like a jeweler or something in Nevada that we could like have him like do like just a little engraved nameplate for the tree. Might make the tree feel good.
Yeah,
I think we should get him a necklace for sure. I also think you guys should take bets on how long he's going to survive, or he or she. I don't know. But yeah, because I'm trying my best, but there's a lot of leaves falling off. Today's observances are International Dance Day and also International Noise Awareness Day. So I guess you should dance in silence, because those are completely opposite. You're supposed to dance today, but you're also supposed to be aware of noise.
Oh, so that means you're supposed to go to those parties where you each get your own individual headphones and it's like quiet.
Quiet disco.
Silent
disco.
Yeah.
Someone tell my baby that it's International Noise Awareness Day.
Right? That would be nice.
That dude doesn't give a fuck.
No, he does not. she wouldn't either if he was a she. They all don't give a fuck. They just scream right in your face. Yeah. So, also be on the lookout for the Pigs in a Blanket eating contest and a Hard Factor Florida vacation that we'll announce at some point.
Yes.
It's fully planned.
That sounds like a good swipe up, Pat. You can get Puma to be screaming, and then you're like International Noise Awareness Day.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
If you want Puma screaming,
you got it.
I got a never-ending wealth of that.
Yeah, it's tough. Like, have you thought about filming that ever? Because like I have, and it's too scarring. I wouldn't even want to tell.
Dissing your dog. You should put it up there and be like, look at this little punk. Yeah.
Once my blood pressure comes down, and I come back to consciousness.
Yeah.
From my Zen place, I have to go
stop seeing red.
I usually forget to grab my camera.
Yeah. One last thing before we get going: follow and subscribe on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube. If you want to support the show, again, follow and subscribe on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube.
Let's focus. iTunes isn't a thing anymore, unfortunately.
Oh, what is it?
That's how
Apple
Podcast
discontinued. But okay, if you're a Spotify listener, though, let's start with Spotify. If you're a Spotify listener, what are you doing? I got time right now. Open up your Spotify app. If you listen to the pod. Go to the pod page, Hard Factor, you know the name, and click follow.
I got to do this.
So, Wes is doing it. Yeah, we got time, Wes.
Yeah, this is a new thing. This is a new thing, by the way. That's what we're explaining it. So,
all right,
you got to follow. Spotify. What do I do? Follow and subscribe on Spotify. Follow and subscribe. Hard Factor.
I search Hard Factor. I found it. Oh, following. I'm already following.
And now subscribe. Now subscribe. And now do that on Apple Podcasts app, and also do that on the YouTube app as well.
See, not too much. I think we save that. I think we save Apple Podcasts for tomorrow. I think it's one thing at a time.
Okay, one app a day.
Let's give some shine to the Spotify listeners.
And
today.
look,
why not?
if you go to Apple Podcasts and you do have that extra time, and you look at the daily news and you see like the nerds ahead of us, if you want to click on them and give them a 1-star review, I don't know, maybe
you could do that. You could be an overachiever and do all 3 apps on all the phones in your house. That would be, something else you could do. Or you could do one app at a time, whatever you want. You guys got anything else?
No, I think that was shameless enough.
Yeah. All right, let's do the news. It's a top 3 today in the Daily Buzz. Number 3, Man City beat PSG in the UEFA Champions League semis on Wednesday. That was the first leg of that semis, giving them the leg up on the rest of the tourney, all the other teams. The second leg of the semis.
Nolan.
Yes, good bet from Nolan on the Discord. The second leg of the semis will wrap up next Tuesday and Wednesday. And get those bets in. Man City is looking very good. The EPL in general is looking strong with Marcelo. Is that how you say it? Marcelo of Real Madrid. Marcelo. He's a defender who has dual citizenship. He's Brazilian, but also lives in Spain. And he's in jeopardy of not playing the second leg of the semis with Chelsea due to Spanish election day duties. So they take turns for polling stations in Spain, like we do jury duty in America.
I love a civic duty. Hey, quick question. I know our algorithm is totally proprietary, but it's pretty heavy soccer, I gotta say.
Well, when it's the Champions League week, no. Champions League is always 2 days a week at the semis, and then it's going to be.
We're in a period, is what you're saying. We're in a specific.
No, Pat.
Well, it's the Yogo Bonito, right?
Think of it like this: like you're thinking of your small world, which is like small, and then it's
tiny. There's cuties, and then there's what else is in Pat's world? Communism,
wet bathrooms, like bathroom
beavers,
floors that are wet. But globally, this is a problem for most Americans. Globally, soccer is by far the biggest sport. It's not even fucking close.
It's a huge game. You wouldn't believe it.
Let me check our demos here. Nope. Yep. 99% North American listeners.
Well, everybody expand your mind a little bit. The UEFA's Champions League is going on. I will reduce it, Beav.
No, it's fine. I was just curious. Look, the algorithm is.
I'll reduce it.
I'll
reduce it to a recap potentially, but actually, I might just talk about both days.
I said the same thing, Pat, when I saw this, but I said, "Oh God, UEFA again! Jesus Christ!"
Yeah, I mean, did nothing happen in American football?
I mean,
tonight, the draft, the NFL draft tonight. It'll trend tomorrow.
Okay. Well, yeah, but I addressed that at the top. Go to listen to PFT. He gave a great draft preview. Let's move on. We spent enough time on soccer. Pat, why'd you have to make us talk about soccer for so long?
Do not.
Number two, Pat, why did you have to leave us on the soccer for so long? Number two, Hunter Biden. He was trending for getting a speaking gig at Tulane.
Tulane, what are you doing?
The green wave. It's actually, listen up. So he's talking about fake news and media polarization, which makes a lot of sense because scrubbing the reports of his very real laptop off the internet and generally all publications before the general election last year was probably the most recent, extremely blatant example of fake news and censorship on a massive scale in America. So he's a great guy to talk about it.
Is this like when a thief gives a class on becoming a thief?
Yes,
like
it's also in
Yeah.
New Orleans. So talk about demons lurking for Hunter. You know,
it was like I watched that
get
Rachel
drunk and bang a prostitute. Yep.
I watched that Rachel Dolezal documentary, The Rachel Divide, and some person who had a African American studies class somewhere in Ohio brought her in, and it's like, yeah, people might not like her, but she's a great speaker for an African American.
Oh, the lady that pretended to be.
Yeah,
right.
That's exactly the same situation, Pat. Hunter is a pro, and taking it to the internet, at Emerald Robinson says, Hunter Biden is going to teach a class on fake news at Tulane. Will he be using the pictures on his laptop as part of the course material? Question mark. And I say, yes, Emerald. I hope he will, because that would be an incredible lecture.
Whoa.
I would really like to see that lecture.
Can we stream that?
We didn't talk about it when it happened because I forget what happened. It was a busy news week, but just to rehash, if you missed it,
the Squirtle.
If you missed it, Hunter Biden, right? Someone dropped photos of Biden, and it was him in the daytime. You could see sunlight clearly peeking through the blinds in what you can assume is one of his children's bedrooms, because there's a gigantic life-size Squirtle Pokemon plushie in the corner.
One of his niece's bedrooms.
Yeah, you have two ladies. They're probably ladies of the night, but two.
Who knows?
Two PGs, DLPGs, dirty little party girls, who are back to back on him, riding him back to back, and then you have his like 95-year-old. You know those stupid white dogs that people have sometimes, like
with the cruddy shit under their lips.
Yeah.
Their lips are like brown and black.
Everything else is white, but their
that poor bastard is sitting on the bed.
In the bed with the orgy. And then he's the threesome, menage a trois. And then he's also looking at porn on his phone, right?
He looked like he was having a good time. He might have been filming it.
It was good.
But yeah, when that came out, I tweeted that photo, and like, no bullshit, I tweeted that photo, took a sip of my coffee, went to see how I was doing because I knew it was going to be doing good, and I got suspended from Twitter for 12 hours.
Mark got away with tweeting it later.
And then Mark screenshotted it, so he was a little bit of a border, and he goes, fuck it. He backed me up, which I appreciate, but he said, ban me, Twitter. They didn't do shit.
I dared that. I said to my thing, okay, see you guys tomorrow. Twitter, come on, bring the ban.
Right.
Put the
I mean,
picture up, didn't do it.
that was a great moment. That was a great moment. in
Sometimes you got to
history.
talk shit directly to Twitter. You know, sometimes you got
I agree.
bring it to them.
Hit Jack right in the chops.
No matter how you feel about Hunter, man, that guy can fucking party. Like, who lives that life? A daytime orgy?
Well, him again at Tulane when he goes to New Orleans, probably later this year. Also,
if you got a long distance relationship with a girl at Tulane, bring her to your hood that week.
Don't leave her in that class. Also, that class sounds incredible because they also have Debbie Burks speaking too, like in the fake news and media polarization. She'd be a great person to hear from. Obviously, given the coronavirus.
Let's hack into that Zoom meeting
last year. Yeah, man, Tulane. It sounds awesome. It's a great ad for Tulane. And the number one trend today is Rudy Giuliani's New York apartment was raided by the FBI on Wednesday, related to an investigation as to whether Rudy broke any lobbying laws working with Ukraine when trying to get dirt on the Hunter Biden Burisma situation. So here we are again.
Tied together.
We're just fucking stuck in this place we'll never get out of. And at Angry Staffer on Twitter says, it feels worth noting again that the evidentiary requirement to raid an attorney's residence is massive. Bubba will confirm this in a minute. It's not a coincidence that we're now up to 3 lawyers in Trump's circle that have been visited by the FBI. More importantly, today, Rudy is in deep shit. So I got 2 questions for Bubba. Is that true that it's hard to raid a lawyer's office? And second, are you going to apply for all the open spots on Trump's legal team?
I'm going to ask the second one first.
Okay.
No, because we learned that you can't get a job after that, apparently.
Proud of you, Bubba. Thanks.
But I would sell my soul
pays
for
well,
tobacco if you're out there. Yes, it does if it does.
Big tobacco if you're listening.
But first one, I don't think that's very much so true. I mean, yeah, it would be true if you're raiding an attorney's apartment for purposes of getting their client's information, because that stuff's obviously privileged. But raiding an attorney's apartment just for something that they were involved in.
No, but I think that's what the Twitter argument was saying, because whatever he did, it was representing Donald Trump as a personal attorney. That's what he was acting on behalf of Trump. I think that's what they're saying potentially. Right?
Oh, okay. Because I thought when I was looking at it, I thought that they were going after everything that he did on. Okay, yeah, I guess that
he may have, but
they confiscated.
Yeah, that makes sense then. That would make sense.
I'll tell you what they confiscated: thousands of bottles of scotch.
They did.
I'd like to see what his liquor room looks like. Yeah.
Allegedly, they confiscated everything in the apartment besides the Hunter Biden laptop. And in response to the raid, Rudy and his adult son, who looks like a child but is actually old enough to have been kicked off the Duke golf team for being a dickhead, responded by saying that the FBI should have taken the Hunter Biden laptop instead of all of Rudy's other stuff.
Why didn't they?
Yeah,
because they've had it.
It's a hard drive.
No, it does exist. They've had it.
Not
since
a laptop. It's a hard drive.
They've had it since 2019. They already have it. They've been researching it.
How do you get
guys
kicked
at
off?
the FBI have had it
how do you
forever.
get kicked off the Duke golf team? You got to be
Wes?
a real piece of shit.
It was.
I have no fucking idea.
It was for being a dick. Basically, got in arguments with the coaches and everybody else. They also say they'll be proven innocent, Rudy and his son. So basically, the top 2 trends are the Mueller investigations. Next chapter. It will never fucking end. It's a ride. I'd sure like to get off at this point, and that's the buzz. And yeah, so unfortunately, I like
soccer's looking pretty good right now, Pat.
Yeah,
right.
Can we go back to UEFA?
Mark.
What were those,
I saw Hunter and Rudy, and
you
I
were
was like, "This is
spotting
going to
up
be
at me?
lit." And then
acronyms for something.
turns out it's just that same crappy investigation that we've been reporting on for what, like 3 years now. Anyways, today's buzz was brought to you by a company that can help me with my headache from having to read so much Mueller investigation stuff, and that's Helix Sleep. With a mattress and pillows from Helix, I can lay my throbbing head down to rest each night and wake up refreshed, ready to read more insane news about the monsters whom are protected by the 2 major political parties in America, and then do it all over again, happily, because I know it ends in a Helix sleep system
You
at
could
the
have a
end
nice
of the day.
threesome on a Helix 3.
You really could. It could fit a lot of Squirtles on that thing.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a mattress like that, one that will just wash away all of your worries from the day, you take the quiz that matches you with the perfect mattress for your needs, order it with our promo code, and the mattress comes straight to your door, shipped for free. You don't ever need to go to a mattress store again. Helix is awesome, but don't take it our word for it. Helix was awarded the #1 best overall mattress pick of 2020 by GQ and Wired. Pretty good credentials. Just go to helixsleep.com/hardfactor and take their 2-minute sleep quiz, and they'll match you with a customized mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life. They have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try it out for 100 nights, risk-free. They'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it, but you will. Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/hardfactor. That's helixsleep.com/hardfactor for up to $200 off and 2 free pillows.
Woohoo! Guys, 38-year-old Dominique Houston of Georgia, I know, it's confusing, is going straight to the soft corner. And I think after you hear what she did, I won't be hearing many complaints. So she earned it. You see, Dominique committed the heinous and cowardly crime of hit and run. What did she hit, you ask?
A person?
What did she hit?
What'd you hit, Mark?
Oh, you're doing this one? Oh, Jesus.
She hit 25-year-old Michael Farmer and his dog, who were out on a walk around 8 p.m. this past Sunday evening in the Sandy Springs, Georgia area, and she killed them, guys. She killed them dead and drove off as fast as she possibly could. Killed a guy and his dog on a walk.
That sounds horrible. I was
Rudolph.
thinking that's what it was because that's the worst version of a hit and run. I even didn't know the dog part, but yeah.
Yeah, throwing the dog,
Whoa.
too.
Yeah.
Blue healer, huh? Wasn't
Right.
it?
Yeah.
It could only be worse if it was a whole family. And
it was almost like a blue healer. It's like a Cthulhu.
Catahoula.
Catahoula.
Looks beautiful. Its
State
name
dog
was
of
Bruce.
Louisiana.
Was Bruce. Bruce is dead. She killed him and his owner. Sandy Springs police traffic investigators found out while they were conducting their investigation, which is what they do, it's in their fucking team name, that the exact same car driven by the exact same Dominique Houston was involved in a hit and run of a vehicle just minutes before and drove off at a high rate of speed, and while fleeing from that one, hit and killed Michael Farmer and his dog.
Jesus.
Oh.
Did you kill anyone in the first one?
No, just injured him.
Oh.
So get this fucking lady off the streets. What the hell?
Yeah. See, I told you. Soft
Can you
corner.
imagine after the first accident, she's driving away saying to herself, "This can't get any worse."
Yeah. Well, she's
And
like,
then
I
she
got away
kills
with
somebody.
it. Yeah.
Oh my God. No, you probably are freaking out, right? Because if you hit another car, hopefully you're not like, I mean, you'd be a complete psycho if you're really trying to hurt people with your car.
Her eyes weren't working, apparently.
Yeah.
Houston was taken into custody where she was interviewed by authorities who asked her one simple question: why are you the way you are? And then they threw the book at her. They grabbed a literal book and threw it at her in disgust. She's like Dr. Strange, though. I think Dr. Strange is in 2 places at one time because she's in 2 places at one time. She's in Fulton County Jail and she's in the fucking soft corner.
Oh, wow. Yeah, she is in the soft corner.
Yeah.
She's life. She's going for life now.
Yep.
Huh?
Yeah. For both. Lifetime membership of both Fulton County Jail and the soft
that
corner.
lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of huge books that you throw at people,
Yeah.
Biden is giving a speech probably as we're recording, and I just wanted to mention that because
His Bible's huge.
his Bible's gigantic. So
You could kill someone with it. Yeah.
yeah, you could. Yeah.
He's got a huge Bible.
He's addressing Congress. I just figured it was worth noting.
Oh, you got a son like Hunter, you need a big Bible.
Yeah. What do you hear? What do you hear? What that son of a bitch is up to?
Well, that lady's horrible.
Yeah.
Pat silent.
She's the worst.
I saw that story, and I
Me
said,
too. I skipped over it
No.
many times.
Yeah.
"This is so fucked up."
I put her in the soft corner at least, and then I did some dry humor about it. You know, the dog's dead. A good-looking dog.
Yeah, that was
Bruce.
Yeah, that was the straw that
Bruce.
broke the camel's back for me. Scrolling on.
All right. Sorry.
All right, Pete Bruce.
You're up, Pat.
Yeah, Wes knows the breed, of course.
Yeah.
Catahoula, I'll tell you.
Wes started watching dogs getting hit by car videos for 30 minutes afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm not next. I'm going last.
Close.
Okay.
All right, all you classy menthol smokers out there, sweetheart, if you're listening, I'm talking to you. Better rush to your gas station and buy up your favorite brand now, because President Biden and his loony administration are going to take away your freedom to kill yourself your way, because that old kook is about to ban the sale of menthol cigarettes and completely betray and royally piss off many African Americans that won him the office of president. More on the stats later. Pat, how do you feel about your boy doing this to the people?
banning menthols or banning cigarettes?
Banning menthols.
I'm all fucking about it, bro. Ban them menthols. Get them out of here.
Ban the menthols, but to keep the regular cigarettes.
Well, as a cigarette smoker who's trying to quit cigarettes, like
Oh,
know, like
no.
I have an epiphany.
So you smoke regular cigarettes and you're saying ban the menthols?
yeah, that's a bad stance.
That's a bitch
Hold
move.
on. I know what stats you're going to get into about a certain community that was targeted by menthol cigarette makers, right? And
Well, are
that community. I also
are menthols worse for you? Actually, worse for you? Do we know? Like,
is it?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you in a minute.
Here's what I do know.
They taste
They
bad.
all kill you.
First cigarette I ever
I'll
smoked
kill you.
was in the woods, and we stole one of my dad's Marlboro Reds. This kid, Pat Fultz, he was my bad influence, and we're smoking this Marlboro Red, and he's like,
same ones for me too.
he's
Reds.
like, actually, there are these cigarettes that are good for you, and they're called menthols. And that was the myth that I started my
common
smoking journey with.
misconception. The Camel, he's a pretty cool guy, that Joe Camel.
Yeah, real
Uh,
How can you be in favor of getting rid of menthols but not other cigarettes? Like I just don't
come
understand. They're all the same.
Yeah, I guess what I'm saying
They're
is
all
like
the same.
cigarettes are terrible, and I wish I never fucking started smoking them.
Sure,
There's
they're
a
bad
lot of
for you.
kids that should never fucking have to smoke them. However, like you get rid of them, but Juul is already taken over the youth. So
Well, right, but
Sure.
like,
Well,
okay,
they got
why
rid
would
of
you?
the, they
Why
got
would
rid
you
of
get?
the flavors.
Why would you
Mango
just get
Juul
rid of?
pods,
Why would you get
yeah.
rid of menthol and not all
Bullshit.
of them? Like
Right.
if I don't
because I haven't
understand.
quit
I'll tell
smoking
you.
yet, Mark. That's why.
right?
No, and not even you. Like we
We're
already
saying Biden
established. We
or
already
the
established
federal
that you're
government or
you've
whatever.
got some holes in your theory.
Look,
We're saying like
sometimes
the federal government. Why would you
people
just
are-
take rid of?
I'll tell you.
Sometimes people will they'll kill themselves if you don't intervene. And cigarettes, I guess, who's pro cigarettes?
You can't get rid of regular
But why
cigarettes.
menthol
You
only?
can't- right, you
I'll
can't
tell
get
you.
rid of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, tell us, Wes, please.
So what is menthol anyway, guys? Menthol is a naturally occurring substance in spearmint and peppermint. In cigarettes, it gives that cooling sensation and unique taste. It also suppresses the cough, allowing the younger smokers to catch on quicker, which is why they're marketed to beginner smokers and they're introduced when they were introduced in the 20s. However, since tobacco companies have mainly targeted African Americans for their menthol smokes, which have been shown to be more deadly and addictive in many studies because the cooling menthol allows you to take a nice big rip of those harmful chemicals
yes,
without
yes.
coughing. So they're not technically like the chemicals aren't more dangerous. They just allows you to get
smoke
more.
them
of
more dangerously.
Yeah, you smoke them more
It's like
dangerously.
a drinker that takes like a big old swig
No,
of whiskey as
It's like a
opposed
fat
to
guy having a wider mouth.
You know what you do?
Yeah,
with
yeah,
cigarette.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a cooler cigarette.
You
which
know what
makes
you
it
do?
more dangerous cigarette.
When you're menthols are the best when you're hammered. That's
Yes.
because like the
They're-
camel crush. That's the whole point of it. Is that you smoke the regular until you're having fun.
I started
Then
on
you crush the
I
thing,
started on
and then you have
menthols.
a great
Menthols
time.
are disgusting.
Yeah, no.
Dude, I mean,
If I really want to smoke, like if I'm fiending for a smoke and I'm like at an airport, or something, I
Pass,
have to walk in,
pass on a menthol.
I'll pass. I pass.
Pass on a menthol.
You'll pass?
Yes,
and then I also kind of
absolutely.
judge the person
Oh,
that,
give me a
that
break.
offered
Yeah.
me one.
Yes,
So,
I
I don't
smoked
smoke.
menthols for
I haven't
years.
had a
but
cigarette in months, but I would absolutely not
Men-
distinguish from a regular to a
That's
menthol.
they should do the opposite. They should ban regular cigarettes, and most people will quit because menthols are trash.
You think people
Right.
just wouldn't smoke?
Oh yeah, like
that?
Pat, I have to say that's 2 people out of 4 here that wouldn't smoke.
You
if
say
they're
that.
hammered.
You say that.
Yeah.
But what if there was only menthols available? Then
If
you would
there's only
have,
menthols, I'm
Pass.
pounding
then
them.
you would have exactly, Wes. You'd have them.
Well, that's why I used to put a Tic Tac in my mouth up until when I went to rehab. I was always putting Tic Tacs in my
You
mouth
stopped
because
the Tic
yeah, I
Tac?
stopped. No more Tic Tacs since rehab. But because I like the minty flavor, but I didn't like the menthol in my throat.
Which
Yeah.
is a good hack. Anyone out there that smokes menthols, if they get banned, you just pop
Yeah,
a Tic Tac.
true.
Pop a
Tic Tac
Tic
smoke.
Tac.
it's awesome if you work with Wes because then you find just half-filled orange Tic Tac
Yeah.
containers all over the fucking place. Wes, quick side note.
Half of
question
them
for
already
you.
in my mouth. Yeah.
I watched Sound of Metal recently, and in that movie, the guy's an addict, right? And he's potentially going to relapse. And he smokes a cigarette, and his girlfriend or partner is like makes him call his sponsor because he smoked a cigarette. And I was like, "Is that a thing?
No, it's the only thing we have.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Is that a thing?
But they,
Like,
Are you kidding me?
It's like a first sign. Like
That's
people
the
build a-
only thing we have.
Wes
Right,
is
that's
not
what I
allowed to
thought.
clip his toenails now.
If I
either.
wasn't allowed to do that, I'd fucking I don't know what I'd be doing.
Yeah.
This wouldn't be good.
Hot water is a trigger.
Right, yeah.
So that guy's gonna relapse for sure.
Well, I
he's
thought
held,
seemed like they
he's held to that standard.
right. It seemed like they built it in as like a warning system. Like, oh, also quit smokes, but then you can have
Oh,
smokes if
no.
you're slipping.
No.
What did he go
If
to
he has
Mormon?
a coffee, watch out. He might get too
No.
excited.
Did he go to the Mormon rehab?
Yeah, that's craziness. No, you gotta have our 6. So this move comes from the leading members of the Black Caucus, such as then Caucus Chairwoman Karen Bass. Here's a picture of her, who is a Democrat from the Democratic Factory, aka California. She wrote in an op-ed last year, quote, "As we continue to push to protect Black lives, we must put an end to one of the most pernicious destroyers of Black health and lives, deadly menthol cigarettes." To which a resounding "oh hell no" could be heard across America from every current menthol smoker, especially Black people, because the law fucks with their preferences way harder than anyone out there. Because
it just doesn't make sense to get rid of.
It's one and not the other.
It's they're trying to like nanny Black people. Like we got to help you because you can't help yourselves. It's like banning. That's kind of what the fucking law does. I mean, it's what it's saying. It's like you can't not smoke these things, so we have to take them away from you.
Well, cigarettes should be taken away from everyone because
I agree.
Sure, but
I agree. You
they're
should just take them all away if you're gonna do
right.
it.
But
if you're gonna do that,
coming from like all 4 of us being like lifelong smokers, pretty much,
Right.
like just get rid of all of them then.
right. And this might be a situation where this woman's like, "Hey, this is a chance for me to help save my community because I know that this is prevalent."
Give me a
in my
break!
community."
You can't get rid of cigarettes.
No,
it's
you
America. America was built on fucking cigarettes. and
I agree with
tobacco.
you, Will.
It's also
Will. I agree with you. It's not going to happen, but I'm saying you can't get rid of a portion of it. That doesn't.
Unbelievable.
America was
That
also
makes
built
even
on
less
slavery. We got rid of that.
Yeah, but tobacco isn't the same thing,
Who do you
man.
think
It's like
picked
it's a
tobacco?
fucking plant that the country made all of its money off of, and then it makes a shitload of cigarettes. We have a ton of huge cigarette companies. You're not going to get rid of all cigarettes. What is there, a million, like fucking hundreds of millions of smokers in America? What do you? I mean, like, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So you can't just like fucking take their shit away and throw it out the market. It's bullshit.
85% of Black smokers smoke menthol cigarettes. Like it's targeting them, but more than any other race out there.
This is prohibition. It's prohibition, period. Plain and simple. It's prohibition. If you're for this, you're for prohibition. Deal with it.
Yeah. It's like it's like saying we're going to take away Mountain Dew because we don't want rednecks to get diabetes.
Or Big Macs.
Or to make your
Big Mac.
balls shrink. Yellow 5.
Prohibition. It's
Right.
prohibition.
So, anyway.
Bring back the suffrage movement, I guess.
Proponents of
Bring back suffrage.
So proponents of this move say this is helping the Black community because they're the ones that are most harmed. Huh?
No, suffrage is the right to it.
Well, you're saying take away the vote for women?
No, whatever. Suffrage had something to do with prohibition too.
No, that was women's.
No,
rights
there
to
was
vote.
like it was a big scam. There was all kinds of stuff. Yeah, the votes were thrown in somewhere, but there was some prohibition stuff in there.
You're saying suffrage is suffering.
I'm saying
election tampering.
I'm saying I'm suffering from hearing about all of this prohibition talk because it's very un-American to me.
Okay.
Very unfree market. And you know, I just don't like it. Flat out, don't like it.
Well, Will, you're not alone with not liking it. In fact, the ACLU doesn't even like it because they say in a letter written CBS obtained, written by the ACLU and dozens of other like the Drug Policy Alliance that was written to the Human Services Secretary and FDA Commissioner. They said, quote, that it would a ban would lead to unconstitutional policing, other negative interactions with local law enforcement, and to prove their point, they cited that, quote, a number of police encounters resulting in tragic deaths are linked to police enforcement of tobacco laws, like Eric Garner, killed by a police chokehold, was legally selling loose cigarettes. Michael Brown was killed after being suspected of stealing a box of cigarillos. Even George Floyd, they say, was called. They were called to investigate because he used fake 20 to buy cigarettes. So they're saying that if this goes into effect and it's criminalized to have menthol cigarettes, it's going to be it will disproportionately affect the Black community in a very other bad way.
Yeah, you can't you can't start criminalizing people having cigarettes. That's not going to work. It's not going to work.
That's the road we're going down, isn't it?
Well, it's not going to work. You can't everyone would get
Yeah.
It does give you a tingle.
Popping up some old.
I got one right behind me. We're going to the internet. Yorkie Fights says going to lose a lot of the pimp vote when it comes to Biden. So
that vote's gone.
Yeah,
that's a racist test tweet.
Yeah,
yeah,
that is. the whole thing is kind of
this whole topic.
Race. That whole topic is really racist.
The whole topic is very racist, depending on which.
I do agree that you can't. Civil liberties are something you can't get back. So cigarettes should be banned, but the constitutional consequences are.
Let's just start prohibiting everything while we're at it. Let's
if you're gonna ban cigarettes, you gotta ban French fries. You got to ban sodas.
We're
you got
prohibiting breathing with those damn masks.
Right. Anything that's bad for you, you got to fucking ban. If that's
you prohibited bars, you prohibited menthols, you prohibited. What's the next thing that's going to be prohibited?
I don't know, but it's
Will's
not going to make Will happy.
Yeah, this country's okay, but it was a lot better when we could just rip menthols.
I will say that one day. If they're gone one day, I'm gonna be it's
they'll
be
never be gone.
It's gonna be like
just like prohibition. They'll never be gone. They'll just be like on the black market and more expensive, and they'll be more expensive, and then
more
and
crimes.
Then, we should start selling them. Is what
I've never wanted to smoke.
Will think of it this right. Well, think of it this way. Will.
This instant,
we could make money selling menthol cigarettes. Think of it as a positive if they ban it. We'll just go into business selling menthol cigarettes.
Well, good news, guys. We've got about a year because, of course, there's going to be some legal, pushback on this.
That's a lot of planning and stockpiling.
Yeah, that's right. Get those Newports.
That's a good point.
All right. Yeah. So think of it as positive.
Yeah. Let's see. I gotta add though, guys. We gotta take care of some business. You probably upgraded a few things around the house after being stuck inside, right? It makes sense. Now it's time to turn your yard into paradise with fastgrowingtrees.com. Skip the big box stores and head to fastgrowingtrees.com, the world's largest online nursery. No more waiting in lines, messy cars, the digging through the lackluster selection. Just go to fastgrowingtrees.com and choose from thousands of varieties of trees, shrubs, and plants expertly curated to thrive in your area and delivered to your door in 1 or 2 days. Whether you're looking for shade, privacy, fruit trees, just add color to your yard. Every plant is shipped with a well-developed root system, so it's ready to thrive and bloom into new growth. Guess what kind of tree I have on the way? A fucking avocado tree. You know how much money that's going to save me to have?
Nice.
Yeah, thousands. It's going to save me thousands. There's a better way to buy trees and shrubs, plants for your home and yard. Fastgrowingtrees.com. Planting season is here. Join over 1 million satisfied gardeners at fastgrowingtrees.com. Plus, the 30-day Alive and Thrive guarantee means your plants will arrive happy, healthy, and ready for planting. Now through June 30th, go to fastgrowingtrees.com/factor for 15% off. That's 15% off at fastgrowingtrees.com/factor. Fastgrowingtrees.com/factor. It really helps the boys if you use our sponsors, and it's a great fucking product, so give it a shot.
Oh, man, you love avocados. What a purchase for you.
That's amazing.
Whew. Guys, in Loudy Township, Michigan, we've got a good old-fashioned property line dispute, and we love property line disputes on Hard Factor. Big time. It's like a manhunt. It
is fun. Remember there was that guy who got his house sawed in half?
That was a good one.
That was a good one. That
was maybe the best one. This one's close. That one still that one's probably best. This is probably second best. Like 1A, 1B. This is a particularly good one. Wayne Lambarth pissed off his farmer neighbor after bringing up property line disputes on his grandfather's 100-year-old farm just last year. And, well, I'm just going to let the quirky elderly Fox 2 News local field reporter take it from here because he does a bang-up job. Try here. Add stream.
Especially if you live on a farm in Lodi Township near Ann Arbor. And on Tuesday, the hottest day of the year, about 80 degrees.
It's bad.
But it's also coming from this.
It's just a shit pile over there.
Well, we'll just call it a poop wall. A 250-foot long poop wall. That's really close to the house. See, the poop wall is really all part of a family feud.
They normally spread it on the field, but decided to make a fence out of it.
Wayne, where does all this poop come from?
Comes from the cows.
Wayne's grandfather, Edward Lamberth, developed the farm 100 years ago. And last year, when there was a dispute over a property line, well, the poop hit the farm. You've been around poop all your life on this farm. I mean, this shouldn't be that big a deal for you.
No, but when you got renters, they have to live with this every day. I come here to mow the lawn.
And they are consistently ruining my morning as I walk out.
Can't leave the window open because the whole upstairs will smell like it.
How you doing? And there's the guy that put up the poop wall. Could you just talk about the poop wall here? Yeah, but Wayne doesn't like it though. Wayne might be complaining about the poop, but I think it's totally legal. The poop's on this guy's property, not Wayne's.
Yes.
Just got a good whiff of it.
He just got a good whiff of it. That guy's the best.
So he was just taunting those poor people who have to deal with the poop smell. He's like, "There's nothing that's legal."
Yeah,
deal with it.
I spent some time cutting some parts out to make it shorter, but he basically said the city and state councils got involved, and they're like, "It's on his property."
What is that guy's name? Because at that level of news, he shot it, edited it, produced it. And he did
get him on.
I don't know. Yeah, we should get him on the show.
Stardom, in my opinion.
Fox 2 in Ann Arbor, Michigan. We need that guy's name. We need to get him on the show. That was some of the best field reporting I've ever seen. But yeah, so toward the end there,
I love how he said poop. Like he was saying poop so many times. Yeah. It's just, poop, 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 poop. He just smashed it into your head.
Wayne, where's all the poop coming from? So toward the end of the interview, the only part you couldn't really hear is he rolls up on the guy that's doing the poop ball, and he's in this like hilarious little vehicle, and he's asking him questions, and he's like, "It's not a poop ball, it's a compost pile," because he's like not trying to get in trouble. And then he goes, "Yeah, but Wayne doesn't like the poop ball," and he's like, "Well, I don't like the price of milk," and he drives off.
Right?
Is he blaming Wayne for the price of milk?
I don't know. I think he's just saying you deal with it. People don't like things. Yeah,
he's saying Wayne can shake his fucking fist all day long, but that poop's not moving.
Exactly. Like just like you can't change the price of milk,
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. So that guy, and he also had like a hilarious accent. But that guy's he was off. He just took off to go get some more poop.
I'll tell you what, Wayne.
But why is he doing this though? I don't.
Because Wayne, I'll tell you, you could tell on Wayne's face, he knows why it's happening.
Right.
But Wayne just doesn't want to own up to why it's happening. He's complaining to everybody with an ear, but he knows why it's happening, and he won't tell anybody why it's happening.
It's a familial. It's one of his relatives. It's a familial dispute. Another part I cut out was Wayne's grandfather 100 years ago, when he passed on, split up the land between his two sons, which is like one's like his dad, Wayne's dad, and one's like the other guy's dad, probably. So that's like his cousin. And when Wayne got his property, he left and just put up houses and rented it out, and he's not around. And the other guys around. The other guys around doing all the farm work.
That's exactly it, Mark.
Yeah, and so like he's renting
his house to weirdos. The guy doesn't like it.
Yep. So he's trying to run him off property and take back over the farm.
And the best Wayne can do is get this poop guy to come tell him that there's nothing that he can do about it and just be embarrassed on TV.
And I mean, it's a significant and impressive poop ball. That thing's really coming along. Did you see the amount of poop?
Yeah, Wayne's
pretty good.
Working on it.
He's literally piled Wayne under a pile of shit. He's never going to come back. Ooh, nice. Bubba found him. Charlie Langton.
How many? Yeah, we got to get this guy on the show.
Yeah, get him on.
But yeah, I feel bad for Wayne's, tenants, but he pissed off the psychopath, and what are you going to do? Wayne doesn't even live there. What are you going to do? Yeah.
This is why a lot of people will like put in their will, right, if they have land, that it just has to be sold and divided, because this shit always happens.
Yeah. Ooh, I just got a good whiff of it.
Mm-hmm. Hey guys, breaking news: Steven Seagal is listing his $3.4 million Arizona mansion, which is also bulletproof all the way around, totally bulletproof. So
incredible.
Whoa. Happened like last week, Pat. Sorry to burst your bubble.
Breaking news.
Did we talk about it?
Breaking on Hard Factor.
It was news to me, Pat.
Your Seagal is your territory, Wes. Well, technically,
that's why he got mad.
I do keep an eye on him.
Yeah. All right, guys. Great news for fat boys and fat girls, and terrible news for pedophiles, because a Girl Scout troop in Christiansburg, Virginia, have been trying out contactless drone delivery for Girl Scout cookies. Yeah, so
someone's like, I can't fuck a drone.
You can't oogle a drone with your eyes, Mark. That's what I hoped they would say, not fuck it. But you took it there. That's the theme of the show today, guys. So if you have a sweet tooth, be on the lookout for your lemon ups to be dropping down. The drone delivery, guys, is being facilitated by a company called Wing, which is a subsidiary of Google's parent company, Alphabet. And 11-year-old Gracie Walker of the Girl Scouts of Virginia Skyline Troop 224 said, quote, "I'm excited that I get to be a part of history." And that's super sweet, Gracie. I like that. But guys, this experiment hasn't been all lemonades and shortbread, okay? getting a group of 11-year-old girls up to speed on the intricacies and challenges of piloting a 14-propeller drone with a 3.5-foot wingspan and a top speed of 70 miles an hour before cookie season has been challenging, to say the least. As of now, they've lost 7 of the fleet's aircraft, interrupted power in at least one neighborhood, and done not insignificant damage to dozens of homes, mostly in the form of broken windows.
Is that true?
What? No.
Yeah, what'd you think was going to happen? You let a bunch of Girl Scouts pilot drones. It's not going to work out.
That's not
the Girl Scouts aren't piloting them, though, are they?
You're being silly.
There's no way, because it was probably a software that's fucked this up, right? Or is it the girls?
No, the cookie deliveries are fine. Pat's making a joke. The girls aren't delivering them. There's no broken windows.
No, guys, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
The girls aren't piloting the drones. We don't want to give young humans any false sense of future employment value.
I was going to say, it's a robot for sure. They don't trust little girls.
The girls aren't doing anything anymore. They're just completely useless, the Girl Scouts now.
No, they're autonomous.
Shit.
There's a video of it dropping the...
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, this is way better than going to pick it up at the store.
Yeah.
That's so much better than going to pick it up at the store. I'm only ordering cookie drones from now on.
You can order as many as you want with no shame.
Right.
This is a game changer.
Yeah, no one in the neighborhood's going to see the goddamn cookie drone coming to your house every time.
Well,
no shame there.
I'll tell them to meet me somewhere else.
Yeah, you better. You better.
You go to a parking lot.
That's the most shame. Just here comes Wes's cookie drone again. The whole neighborhood's eyeing it.
Fair enough.
Guys,
It's on his neighbor's got a video.
What is that noise?
He like cuts together
He's waking people up.
How many drones come to Wes's
He goes to the wrong house. He's ringing on the doorbell. I think you got my cookies.
My cookies are on your roof again.
It's a little windy out there today. Guys, the town of Christiansburg, Virginia, has been the testing ground for commercial delivery drones operated by Wing since 2019. And based upon what I know about the rural community of Christiansburg from the 3 days I spent there camped out with Terry of Terry's Towing Service back in 2016 while waiting for a part to come in, a lot of these drones have probably been shot out of the sky. Interesting testing ground there.
That's a good testing ground. That's going to be like one of the toughest areas. Windy, hilly, shotgun blasts, lots of stuff to contend with.
Prideful, patriotic. Guys, Wing said that it began talking to local Girl Scout troops because they've been having a harder time selling cookies during the pandemic. And when fewer people are out and about, fewer people are buying cookies. So the organization decided to let the Scouts tag along to their delivery program this season. Wing has made a commitment to deliver 3,000 boxes of cookies up until the end of May 2021. So it's not an unlimited supply, Wes. So there might be some competition, honestly, because I think that if you were just dialing it up through the app and kind of depleting the 3,000 cap, people might get upset.
Listen, I mean, you can order this shit online, can't you?
Yeah, you do it through the Wing app. And
but like not by drone. It'll just come in like a box, right?
I guess, but that's not as fun.
Wes
is already planning his.
Wes is sending coordinates.
Wes, what do you like? You like a Thin Mint? You like a Samoa?
Yeah. I like the peanut do-si-dos. I don't know if they make them anymore.
Yeah. No, they do. Oh, what the?
Oh, the Samoas.
The fuck do you mean they don't make them anymore? They absolutely make do-si-dos. I'm looking at them right now on the Girl Scout.
Big coconut guys. Samoa is classic.
Samoa's good. I like a frozen Samoa.
They changed the name. It's not a Samoa anymore.
I like tagalongs.
Tagalongs are good.
What's it called now?
S'mores.
American Samoa. I don't know. But guys, that's gonna do it for Hard Factor. Thank you guys so much for listening. Tomorrow is Friday, so it's pretty fucking good.
Second Friday, really.
Hang in, second Friday. So
thank you.
Yeah, like, follow, subscribe. Tell a friend about Hard Factor. It means a lot to us. Helps us grow. So maybe do that for us.
Activity.
And if you haven't yet, guys, we have a Patreon. It's a different kind of community. So if you're a fan of the show, you should go to patreon.com/hardfactor and join our community. You get up to 2 bonus shows a week, a chat in our Discord, discounts on merch, and a monthly happy hour. Which I believe we're going to be kicking off this Friday as well for all the members of Discord. So go to patreon.com/Discord. It's the cost of about a beer a month. So buy us a beer, so to speak, and have a great fucking day.